It's time to duel!
What's up YouTube? Phantom here, and today we're going to be bringing you a follow-up video to our Fluffal deck profile. And today's video we're going to be doing Fluffal starting hands. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so let's start with our first test hand. So we seem to open up not bad. So what we can do is we can play Toy Vendor, and since we're already gonna get a special summon with Fluffal Owl, so we can just discard this polymerization right here, draw one card. Okay, so that's good. We can special summon Fluffal Owl. Its effect triggers, letting us search another polymerization. There you are. Oh, not Fluffal Mouse. Go back into the deck. I am shuffling the deck, so just show you guys that I'm not reading the starting hand. So now our hand looks like this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go set Fusion Reserve, and then we can normal summon Fluffal Dog. Its effect triggers, letting us search for a Fluffal or Agent monster. In this situation, we're gonna go ahead and search for Chain or Sabers, depending on the situation you're in. We're just gonna say that our opponent has cards on the field, so we're gonna search for Sabers. So let's just say they have 4 cards on the field, and you want to clear all 4 of them, so we can play Polymerization and use all 4 of our monsters to go ahead and bring out Fright for Tiger. Then you can pop all 4 of your opponent's cards, and yeah, that's pretty much your test hand. Then in your end phase and during their draw phase, you can chain Fusion Reserve, letting you add one card. Then you add the polymerization back to your hand, as well as a fusion material, and I would add Fluffal Dog, so that you can get a free Fight for Kraken next turn. So let's just say we're in the next turn and everything is good. Your tiger stayed on the field, so draw. So we can activate Toy Vendor by discarding Bear. Draw one, special Penguin. Its effect, letting us special summon special summon Fluffal Dog. And then Dog's effect triggers, letting us search for a Agent monster. So let's just go ahead and use Agent Chain. So now we can activate Polymerization. And since now we can make a Kraken, Sabertooth if you want, but I'm just gonna go ahead and make a Kraken with these 2. And then we're gonna go ahead and make a Kraken. Right there. So now this is what your field looks like. Then activate Fluffal Penguin's graveyard effect. Since it was used as fusion material, draw 2 and discard 1. So let's discard our Agent Sabers. And we can go ahead and end our turn. And then during your your opponent's main phase, your next turn, you can send Fluffal Penguin back to the top of the deck and special summon Agent Defense. So that's pretty much it for the test hand. This was 2 turns, but the next test hands will be only 1 turn. So this is what our field looks like. To the next test hand. Alright, let's get started with our second test hand. If you guys want to know how to do the shuffle, then just let me know in the comments below and I'll post a tutorial shortly. Okay, so there's the deck all shuffled. Okay, so what we can do here is special summon, normal summon, special summon. His effect triggers, letting us search for an Agent monster or Fluffal monster. So in this case, we're gonna search for an Agent. Let's go for an Agent Chain. Here we are. So this turn, we're gonna probably be making a Kraken. So we actually do have 2 Agent Chains now. Now that I think of it, I would rather search a Sabers than a Chain right now. So let's go ahead and grab that Sabers. So right now we can use polymerization. Then we can chain, not chain, but 1, 2, and let's just use these two. Bring out our Fight for Kraken. So now Agent Chain's effect triggers as well as Fluffal Penguin triggers. So let's chain 1, chain 2. So we can draw 2, discard 1. Draw 2, discard 1. Let's discard Agent Chain. Then both of their effects trigger, so chain 2. So you can add 2 Fight for cards. So there's 1, Fight for Factory, and searching for the next one. There's 2. So we can go ahead then set Dimensional Prison that we have in our hand. And let's play Fight for Factory. Then we can use, we can't use Fight for Fusion right now. So we can just go ahead and end our turn. So that's pretty much it for the second test hand, and you as well have a good follow-up for next turn. Alright, we're going to jump into our third test hand right here. So let's just go ahead and shuffle the deck again. And if I don't open up the Wings Bear combo, then I'll make sure to showcase that for you guys right after. But otherwise, this is going to be our last test hand. Okay, so we did open up pretty good. So what we can do here is we can play Toy Vendor. Discard Fluffal Octopus, draw 1, special summon a card. We can special summon Fluffal Mouse. Its effect triggers, allowing us 2 more Fluffal Mice. There's 1. There's 2. Now that we have this on the field and this in our hand, we can go ahead and normal summon Fluffal Owl. Its effect will trigger, allowing us to search for a polymerization. So then we can go ahead, so let's just say you want to make a tiger, or you can make a wolf right here. So let's just go ahead and make a tiger. Polymerization. So let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for a Fight for Tiger. Then we can go ahead and set Fusion Reserve and end your turn. And then after that, during their draw phase, chain Fusion Reserve, allowing us the polymerization back to our hand, as well as a search for another Fluffal or another fusion material. So now you have a follow-up for next turn, and that's going to be pretty much it for the third. Alright guys, so I'm going to showcase to you the Wings Bear combo. This isn't necessarily going to be a test hand, but I'm just going to show you the combo. So you're going to activate Fluffal Bear's effect by discarding it. Set 1 Toy Vendor. Then you want to activate Toy Vendor. Discard Fluffal Wings to draw 1. And since it's not Fluffal, send it to the graveyard. And then here's where the combo starts. So we banish these 2 to draw a card. Then Wings effect activates, letting us destroy Toy Vendor. Then you chain Wing and Toy Vendor's effect to draw 1, as well as to search a Fluffal or Agent monster. So let's go ahead and search Agent Chain. So right here, it's so you had 2, so it's a +1 combo, and then right here you can go ahead and make a Kraken or Sheet. It's up to you. So that's the famous Wings Bear combo, and that's one of the most powerful combos in this deck. It allows you to +1, and that's pretty much it for the test hand / combo video. Make sure you stay tuned for the Domain Monarchs as well as the Sylvan test hands. I will be bringing a profile on the in real life True King Dino deck. Make sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's it. I'm out.